Self.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it, Brother Ash. I hope you and your family are doing well. I want you to know personally, in front of over 5,000 people, that I'm 1,000% behind you, and with OnPassive. And I would never filter away and change my mind about that. I'm 1,000% OnPassive. Suggestion for the what you mentioned today. You mentioned a lot of stuff. I had few questions, but you answered them all, plus some. The no view, you can name it maybe possibly presentation view.
Yeah.
There would be nobody there. The testing that you did for the 12K, is that with or without the hardware for OConnect?
Without the hardware.
Without the hardware, wow.
On our devices, but you could see, so my device, for example, is not a 12K, but
Right.
we brought a content that's 12K. You're gonna feel the difference. It is not, I didn't see 12K on my device. None of us, 4K, up to 4K. But you see, it's like there's an extra, there's a booster resolution, okay? So that only you can see, Connect. Brother Peter and everyone, there's also that signal strength. So we decided to include that. Actually, there's a bar, just like your cell phone. So it's right there, top right corner. It is displaying the strength of your signal.
Wow.
And it will populate, like if you're having a weak signal, something like that. So it's giving you a heads up. If the quality is dropping, it's because of your signal. If you have an excellent strength, then obviously you're going to have the best experience. So that's already, we are already reading your signal. OConnect is reading your signal.
Wow. So that will adjust quality based on your signal?
Yeah. So for example, we're talking about 1K is the default, but you happen to have something, really half of that. So if it's not going to load, okay, it's either going to be sketchy. I'm talking about a regular case. It's going to be either sketchy or it's going to drop. So with OConnect, we designed it in a way to drop the quality, but better than having something, totally unreliable or totally drop. So it's to have something better than zero, if you wish.
Amazing. And as far as the recording, will we have in the first version be able to record?
Yeah, absolutely. It's by default recording everything, storing that, and you can download it. It's by default. It's already recording. You don't have to remember that. You don't have to set it up. Yeah.
Okay,
but you can also stop and record and have multiple files. Yes, you can do that.
Awesome.
And the storage for the recording doesn't cost. Other platforms, they charge you for storage and for the gigas, running out of storage and all of that. So that's already included.
That's a huge thing, because I know the platform we're using right now charges for that, for the storage, ridiculous amount. So that's
and you have to make a commitment, mostly annual. Yeah, they don't give you the option. Yeah. And that, believe it or not, that is for those who need to record, especially if you're a trainer or coach, or you want to record your sessions. Okay, like the case I mentioned with Daryl Cook. I believe it will be just unfair for those people, just like they will end up paying more for the storage and the hosting in other platforms. But OConnect is definitely a good breath of fresh air for them.
All right. And you said the broadcast for YouTube will not be live at the first version, maybe second. But you can take the recording and put it in YouTube.
I'm actually, Peter, I'm trying to say, first and second, it's almost like back to back. Like there's not like going to be that big gap. But, the priority to roll out the stable version right now, people are just hungry to use it and pay for it and go to work. Okay. And again, we want to get attention in the market, obviously for the quality of what we have, but then continue to keep it fresh.
Very good.
You don't want to have, I'm sorry, like 15 years of the same thing, or a year of the same thing. What about 300 things happening in 1 year? So it's really not going to stop once we roll it out. Because if I say first version, second version, it sounds like there's a couple of months or more. That's in a typical case outside OnPassive. But there are people working on those. If they don't catch the first release, they're coming after a week or two. I don't know, same release, follow-up release. Yeah, so it's over. I mean, by the time you get the hang of what we have and like get addicted, and before you're not going to get bored, okay? Then something else is going to come up, something else is going to come up. And of course, more things like, I didn't talk about the digital avatar. I didn't talk about the translation. I didn't talk about it, just going to go on and on and on. And ideas that we chose not to share yet. So why tell the competition or, the haters a voluntarily thing? You'll see it and you're just going to be impressed. I like that surprise factor to the audience.
Thank you, Mr. Ash. You always over
Like to
deliver.
stack the cool, always. Yes.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. And I know you're going to go to Arizona, but your heart is in Michigan.